Good morning, everybody. We're reading through Mark 4 and 5 this morning. And yeah, right. The disciples asked Jesus a very relevant and important question. Why do you teach using parables? Why do you teach using parables? Why don't you make it just plain for people to understand? The reason is because this stuff was kingdom stuff. This was important stuff. This was beautiful. These were things that were understood at a surface level at one point, but now was a time of intimacy. Now was the time Jesus came to bring us into intimacy. Now was the time to go into the depth of Father's heart. Now was the time for Father to be revealed beyond what they understood him to be in the Old Testament. Now was the time of being adopted as children and being brought into that council, being brought into that place of intimacy and wonder and joy at who he is. But this was everything about the kingdom has always been about seek and you will find. Seek and you will find. Even in the Old Testament, we know that if you turn to look for my face, you will find me. You will find me. When you turn away from your rebellion and you seek me, you will find me. Why? Because he doesn't leave us. He's always there. It's not like we have to travel for these truths and go climb mountains and swim great seas to find this stuff. It's right there. He's right with us all the time. He never leaves us. It's just so vital to understand. And so because it's there and it's available, it's something that you do have to seek. It's something where you have to turn and look for it. You have to have an intent. You have to have a desire. You have to desire. Love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your mind, with all your soul, with all your strength. This is not just a casual, walk in the park sort of thing. This takes an effort to press in. It takes a concentration. It takes a focus. It takes a determination in this relationship. It takes a commitment to relationship. And this is what it is for everything in the kingdom. We receive when we seek. We receive when we seek. So Jesus would come and he would tell these stories that would reveal these things about the kingdom. But most of the crowd weren't there for that. They weren't there. They were there because they heard about these miracles and they came for the show, or they need a miracle. They wanted the healing. They wanted free food. They wanted entertainment. So they came for this. There was wonder at the authority in which he taught, because they'd never heard anybody teach that way. But it doesn't necessarily mean, see, you can admire a person's speaking skills and yet miss everything that they're teaching. This is why Christianity can't come down to Sunday morning teaching, even Bible study. It's so much more than that. It's the working out. It's the living. It's the discovering of these truths in our everyday life and living. How we do the dishes, how we mop the floor, how we change the diaper, how we give the neighbor a hand, how we do all things. We will discover God in all these things when we are seeking him. And so Jesus would tell these things, but they were not for the casual listener, because if it was so, it would be cheapened. We do that. Things that come easy to us, we cheapen it. If you look at junk food's the cheapest food that you can buy, and there's a reason, because it's junk. Yes, we've cheapened it. If you want good nutritional stuff, you're gonna have to put out the money. You are. There's going to have to be effort put into that. There's a sacrifice that you're going to have to make to have the good stuff. And so the things that Jesus is teaching here, you'll be given ears to hear. And this is what's important to understand. At the end of these things, he would say, he who has ears, let him hear. Okay, let him hear this. So who has ears? Those who are given those ears, those who are seeking, those who have sincerity in seeking after God. they are given the understanding of these things, because it's not simply the understanding of it. That's part of it, to understand it, but then it's to act upon it as well. It's to do something with that. So yeah, that's why Jesus was teaching in parables, and this is why people in the same house can be reading the same Bible, and yet one gets absolutely nothing from it because they don't have any expectation. They're not really seeking God. They're just doing it because it's the thing that you're supposed to do when you're a member of a church. But those who are followers of Jesus Christ devour the word, because every day they're discovering new things. Every day they're going deeper. Every day that word is just revealing more of the Father's heart to them, and they're loving it, and they're eating it up, and that makes all the difference. So there you go. Don't become religious. Don't let it be a religious thing. Let it be a relational thing, and be sincere. Be sincere in your seeking. You guys be blessed today. Be encouraged. Love you all.